What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, I will be reviewing Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 3, Episode 15. Shout out to my YouTube family. Let's get into this. Excuse me, y'all. With this weather changing and stuff, sorry. It was a pretty interesting episode. I'm just gonna say real quick about based on the previews. If y'all, seeing, I don't know if Ryan and Rachel are still working out after all this or whatever, or after watching these episodes, is she gonna have a change of heart? I've been looking at Ryan's Instagram and I've been following him since the show premiered. So let's get into it. Now, it was a lot going on. Like, you got breakups. I'm trying to get it back together. Let's see how that happens. Okay, 4 and Nikki did move in. She apologized to me. Appreciate the apology. He got the Vince Van. Van was in this episode. Cobra was down in Houston this episode. I was wondering, like, okay, why was she not in the previous? But she was going, for Houston, whatever reason. He got suckered into moving the furniture. Now, 4 and Nikki are like in this big ass loft out the bedroom or bedrooms, whatever, or upstairs, whatever. And Charmaine came over there in her heels and blah blah blah. So we're just going to see. I don't, like I said, I don't, even these people less than my timeline. I follow 4. I think I follow Van and Cat. But I haven't looked to see him and Nikki's good. Like I said, I haven't walked in a long time, whatever, right? But interesting enough, that's what I'm saying is hopefully it's the right move. Okay, so for them, but then they Charmaine, I think Lily, they were they got they went to Mexican restaurants, got everything to go bring a party to Van. Now Ryan, ever since the cop on all that shit, the BS, he has not been seeing that shot. He's always just collecting rent money, just call it a day. Also, anyway, I don't know, I forgot which hand he does the tattoo, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he would be there that much anyway if it wasn't for his hand trying to heal. Which in the previews he's gonna take the cast off and stuff, and him a Cat are gonna have a confrontation. But she came like she'd come back and make some money and shop. And I'm thinking there's a name on the lease because why would she go back to that place after all that bullshit happened? And just to get this out the way, because I do be all over the place. Now, in the previews, they made it seem like as if one of the main scenes was going to be these girls, Rachel's cousins, coming from Cat. I don't even know what happened. They show, like, the video from the previous night. You see Don, Charmaine, and Danielle. And these girls, like they said Rachel's cousins or something. I'm gonna beat that ass. And that's all you seen. You didn't see who the hell it was. And then they left. And it's kind of like, okay, maybe Rachel's not a fighter, or maybe it's one of those things like, I'll take care of your cousin, like, who ass I'm gonna be, who I'm about to fuck up with my cousins type of thing. But what they sound like is that there was black girls that are going to think they're going to jump Cat. Like I said, this damn thing now with this jumping, as we see, is becoming so popular, is again or whatever, is just complete bullshit. That's just me. So anyway, y'all, they act like I said, they had this little party for Van because it was there, and then this when they talk about Charmaine, I think Don and 4 and Lily were there. I think Danielle was there too. Everybody damn near was there except you might say Ryan and Cobra. And it's talk about the trip. And of course they explain about Cat telling about what's going on, Lake House, and Van just like, damn, and basically him denying it and everything went down, all the bullshit. But they didn't mention nothing about the Cobra situation. Really, it was just really about the Ryan and the Cat situation, blah blah blah, and him trying to spaz out production, blah blah blah. Okay, so Van just like, what the hell? But he just in shock. So, because how they brought it up, they did a flashback of 4 months earlier with the beginning of season 3 about, did anything happen? He keeps saying no. So, interesting enough, we have another scene where he's with his parents. And he does admit to his parents that, he's been sitting on the couch. He's been sitting on the couch also in the confessionals for about a whole week. Rachel hasn't even really been talking to him or nothing like that. So when he goes to meet his parents, he even still kind of says that he messed around with Cat. And then, but at Lake House still, it was nothing but a kiss. And then even the dad, Mom come back, he was like nothing but a kiss, but just kind of makes it seem like Cat is basically trying to start problems in their family and stuff like that. He loves Rachel and wants to be where they even asked her. Because, the mom was like, I've done it because I looked at his family. Anybody trying to bring problems to families, blah, blah, blah. Now, I wonder, honestly, would she have said that if he admitted that he was fooling around with Kat and it was more than just a kiss. You see what I'm saying? Where, to make it seem like less, he's like, he's up here, even though I swear, I think it was a prequel, but he said, okay, I just didn't kiss her. But he was saying, like, he did mess around with her, but it was prior, before him and Rachel got back together. These are the confessionals, like, I never said I loved her and everything else. I only said Rachel. But Kat was saying in some of the text messages, and Kat was saying also in the previews, I don't know always why I added the previews. I'm talking about my little commentary there. But is if that he was saying on camera was like he was basically leading her on to think like they were going to be together, and it was kind of like what I gather is it's like giving her lead on thinking like, even though me and Rachel might get back together, I really want to be with you. I want to go past being the brother situation, being friends. Like, I want to be serious with you, whatever type of thing. Like, one minute it seemed like he flip flops, like he wants to be with her, whatever. But Kat should have been more careful about that shit. Like, okay, like, he even said he named Rachel, except like when I'm gonna pick up the kids, just drop off, pick them up, whatever, and that stuff. But like I said, it turned out, and that's the risk, unfortunately, she took. Even though Ryan's trying to make it seem like he's innocent to a certain degree in that, but he is trying to work on getting Rachel back, whatever. So we got another scene. Ryan's taking Rachel. Rachel seemed like, I'm here to enjoy my drink. She's even been asking like, what are we doing here? And he's explained like, I'm sorry, I'm surprised you talked to me. I didn't know you were going to talk to me. I want to work this out with my family. Did you notice when he was talking, his eyes, not say his whole head, but I'm kind of just, do a little over exaggeration. His eyes were basically like pointed out. So even though he's saying, love you, all want to be with you and stuff like that, you and the stuff going there. Even Rachel said like, now we already agreed, it's already been 7 years and we're going to be on our roll stuff and get past bullshit. And we were going to be together. And you basically might start for 7-1. It seemed like he's still going to be trying. Like I said, I don't know if they're still together or not or whatever, okay? But but like I said, again, nobody's bringing up, at least I haven't seen these like a couple episodes besides the heart attack. They did bring up a little bit. Like, and it wasn't just Kat then. If he up here messing around with these, was this girl around the same time when the Kat situation, you know what I'm saying? The situation that seemed like it might have had Brian, fortunately, had the heart attack. Okay. So, anyways, we got him. He's even trying to say trust her. He's trying to even hold her hand. She even slide it back. She just like, now we back to square one again. She kind of has this look like, even if she does take him back, you still don't know because she just has this look of this disconnect. Okay. But then I'm saying, like, a couple episodes later, they had, like I said, that scene as if, the previous night before, how Rachel's cousins called it, so thought they were going to, I think it was these two of them, think they were going to supposedly, I guess, confront or jump her or whatever, going, well, I said, beat her ass, whoever the hell that was. But like I said, it never said, like, they just made the producers just told them to get the fuck on, because it never showed, like, that the girls end up walking off once they realized Kat wasn't there or whatever, or did somebody tell them, like, y'all need to get the fuck on? I don't know. We don't know. So, they went and, after that scene, like I said, we go to Van. It was another crazy scene where Van was talking about, I guess he got his head shined, and he was making a crazy-ass statement talking about, is this girl because she's a squirt or something like that, blurted it out, and he uses for his head. Okay. And just making some crazy-ass comment for his hair. Then we have another scene. Charmaine is with her man. Her manager calls, FaceTimes her. She has to come upstairs and tell him about this role that Chicago Pacific wants her in this movie called Mollywood. And I think Waka Flocka supposed to be in it, whatever. So Charmaine's like, yeah, let's happy. Not the manager. Okay, boyfriend, love, let's go do it. So, we also have another scene brewing. Okay, let's go with Kat meets Van near some water somewhere, right? And Van kind of asks us in her words what had happened. And she's like, she's had told me she felt it was the right thing to do. And there was hookup. She said, left one thing and another. And I was in the shower with him. Okay, but like I heard the auto. They add that in that he said the dick is out. So, she says it's hooked, but she never says, and it went past the line of kissing, whatever. She never said exactly what happened. But it's definitely more was a kiss than what Ryan keeps trying to portray. Okay? So, Van was just kind of just like seeing her perspective about everything, and even Van just like, man, was just he, kind of like looking around like he needs to like take accountability for his stuff as well, because Kat, of course, said about him lying and everything else, and making him seem like a liar, whatever. But Van, kind of, Mrs. Cat, he looks at her as a sister, they, sister, whatever, and he just kind of just wishing, didn't turn out, but he's just looking at Ryan like, that's my bro, but man, you gotta have accountability for your shit too. So, we have, like I said, the movie scene, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't really that much going on. I mean, it was a lot going on, but okay. Also, the part, Don is up here. He just came back from the trip. He's been actually, hasn't, I don't know, it's been a couple days, whatever. And he's up there working out a little bit. And he's expecting to probably get some from his wife, Ashley, when she gets there, to the house. And then she explains to him, well, I tried calling you and stuff like that. Now, he never said, at least to me, whether or not, that's how I interpret it, whether or not that if he got the calls or he didn't hear the phone, he said, I got your text message and you just said you were going to your mama's house. So he's telling her to be better communicator. She said you better, both of them are both saying in some ways that the person needed to be better communicate with the other person, because she didn't say that she felt her baby's moved fine now, but she just came from mama's house. They decided to reconcile. He's like, I love you. She fell for because it's chocolate in this, and he all rubbing the belly. So she asked him to bring the pickle, and I guess he's gonna bring his real pickle too. So yeah, so they're on good terms, but I'm glad the baby was doing well. But it was communication thing. You got one, like I said, I don't even know if that meant he couldn't get the calls, but he can get the text messages. Because he never said, well, I didn't hear my phone ring or nothing. He just talked about the text messages, and all she said, she went to mama's house. And he just thought she was probably just chilling over there, chilling. But he's like, why you didn't put an emergency in a text message? So I'm like, maybe he must not got him. Okay. But anyways, so we have another scene, like I said, this is how you find out Cobra is out of town. Lily was able to make it up with Cobra, also known as, even though Junior wants to keep smashing up this on and off again relationship situation thing, unless she got enough money, at least come to rent, or maybe he can use a car, whatever the fuck is going on with Fisher. But right, but now he's still, she went back to, she claims that she snuck to live back at Cobra's place. So I don't know if she meant for the weekend while she's gone, or just staying there, like they reconciled, she stayed with there. Now, even though she said her and Junior are on good terms, there was another scene where Van is there, and Lily wearing this dress, with, talking about when they're dressing. And he basically is even asking them, what is the status? Are they still basic smashing friends? They're claiming they're both friends, professional, blah, blah, blah. With the smirks on their faces, whatever, basically. Even the confessional, somewhat. So, even though I think Junior one time admitted, like, it's a little bit, we're professional, but it's, it's a little bit more than that. So, you're not professional then. No, it's okay. So, Brand comes to like, since y'all got this crazy situation, shit, whatever sad, this is what the complicated thing shit coming on. How about you put, give y'all some matching tattoos? So they agreed to get matching, put heart on their middle, each other's middle fingers. Another one, tattoo it. And Van was like, I really was just playing, but okay. So they actually do it, and like I said, they have this close situationship or whatever that goes back and forth. Because Junior Miss, like, it's something about Lily that I can't just get away from her, blah blah blah. Well, apparently she can get away from you, or at least go in between whatever, because again, later on we see, like I said, when she's up there supposedly moved in when Cobra was away and shit. She thought about it. She needed that room again, or whatever the hell's going on. She asks Plug to come over there, and he said, they were talking, and she explained, like, as if, like, like Plug were talking, and the producer even asked her, I don't know if that was Rashid, whatever. He was like, okay, are you and Junior still fooling around? Are you and Plug in consideration? Are you and Plug smashing? And just kept doing that. So that means that maybe means it's like, yeah, but I'm not going to tell y'all that. And I'm smashing both of these dudes still again, okay? Because they show that flashback, when Junior was, talking about the club and, like confronting her about Plug, but kind of, you see, that she cheating on. She said, yeah. So, but she just, it is what it is. And he's supposed to do a mixtape where he's going to have his hair down, looking like Jesus, and having a cross picture. He's going to mixtape since he said everybody look like Jesus. Okay. Everybody says it looks like Jesus. But, so, after that, they have a scene where here, Charmaine decides that it is best that they're going to have another party. They can't go to where it's those 9 mag. Even though last time when 4 had the performance, it still was an altercation. So it's gonna follow anywhere to go because that's proving that, okay. For some reason, all right. But they decided to have a party, even though it's possible they said Ryan may not come through. I mean, this is a surprise party for Cat. Still, it is this man's shop, and he can pop up on time, whatever. And so much have y'all noticed that he said I quit, but he was through this episode, next episode, okay? So maybe stop, thought about it, or the contemplate, but I'm just saying is, he was in the episode, even though he wasn't, like, with the shop, but he's supposed to be back with the shop next week. So, yeah. So, that kind of, I forgot, I think that was Van Ordinga, that kind of like that makes it even more guilty, but I forgot which one of the cast members said that. It's like, that's even proving that you're guilty of the stuff even more by not saying nothing. And Van, like I said, just feels like he needs to be, I think they had told Van, I think Don and Charmaine and stuff had told him about the girls trying to jump, coming there to jump, and Van just like, Rachel's really taking out the wrong person. She need to actually go at Ryan's ass. Okay, well, also too, she could also actually personally handle Cat herself. But like I said, some families would do it for you, whatever. Family members or friends would do it for you. Or maybe, like I said, she might have said something and was just nonchalant about it. But they still took it upon themselves to try to do something. And, I mean, wait a minute, but she could have if she wanted to, because she sure Ryan was ready to throw stuff and attack the producer, about to throw fucking vases at him and shit and every damn thing. But when it came to Cat, here comes your cousins trying to think they're going to be able to jump her, or somebody really going to open up the door. Like I said, I don't know what happened, but who opened up the door? Did anybody open the door and tell them to go back? Try again, don't come back, whatever. Okay. So here we got the big party, and / you think it's going to be a fight, and the editing makes it seem like there's a bunch of people about to jump somebody, but, So they have a surprise birthday Cat. Danielle again is with Cat to convince her thing, because Charmaine has everyone, even Nikki and 4 are there, and even when Cat comes in and is surprised, everybody's there, excluding Ryan, of course. Cobra's still using somewhere, whatever, right? That she even I noticed was like, it's okay, whatever, because Cat said she was overwhelmed, she was about to start crying, but it's good to see they in good terms, not considering their history, okay? Because, Nikki been, threw some, rolled them knuckles on Cat, a little bit before. Okay, just, rolled them knuckles. You just rolled them, just brush. It just rolled on her a couple times, Nikki's known to be rolling them knuckles, okay? So, anyways, it was a part where everything's going good, but this time it wasn't even had anything to do with Cat, where the drama came. Everybody will pop with drinks, it's a party, it's her birthday, and then all of a sudden, here come Lily, because Lily also said when she was up there making, steak and shit for the plug, also AKA I can pose for some Jesus portraits or candles. She invited him there. And even though, like, Junior could have took it another way, like, F and let me grab the girl, or, whatever, or just could leave, just Wusa will leave, because, again, they're not together, but at the same time, that hit a nerve, because even though they're not together, they're still sleeping around in this situationship, and he means that he still has a thing, or still on that thing, and that's what I'm saying. So, he just, like this dude, 9 times out of 10, we already know he plugging his plug in Lily's outlet, okay? And who knows that he could be doing that with other people or other women too, okay? But why the dog, when he met him, everybody has something to do with his name Plug. Usually your name Plug, it is like, you have a hookup, maybe on some drugs, some furniture, something like that, the plug, such items good as weed, something the stores. Plug can vary about the thing. But Don was like, it could be like a plug with a drug dealer. It could be a RCA plug, or it could be an anal plug. And then everybody, so when Junior sees it, then he put click and click together. Because like I said in the picture, it's like this. All you see is this when he's on the side looking. You just see a side view of Plug, also known as Jesus. Okay. But he realized that's Plug. And Lily just bringing it in here like it should be no big deal or whatever. But at the same time, like I said, Junior could have honestly had avoided. But it's kind of like she's acting like what? Now, if Junior brought some of his friends, female friends, look, whatever you want to call them, and brought them to the thing, honestly, y'all, do you think that she would have been calmed down as well? Or would she be trying to, I'm doing this shit, Choppy drunk, I'm doing this, look you such a bitch, fuck you, this bitch, wait a minute, when they kind of so-called started going together, and they were in, and they were about to go together with her. Didn't she already have this spit? I'm just saying she could have did it again. Didn't she have this beforehand? When they first started hooking up or half-ass going together, what the fuck it is? Didn't this already happen? As far as her kind of acting the damn fool and fools. I said fool, and saying she's sorry. And that's what I'm saying is, like I said, Junior could have handled it differently. But at the same time, though, too, if he would have had one of his friends, because she said, like, I don't know why he would have a problem with it. Junior's like, okay, that's the nigga that she cheated on me with, whatever. And like I said, too, the complication is him still semi being involved. We got matching, fuck love tattoos and stuff like that. And even though it's kind of a play on words for to continue on, they always have a complicated but loving, fucked up, and probably playing a fucking and drama situationship rather, not no relationship. Okay. But at the same time, he may actually, wanted to probably get back with her, okay? And Lily wants to be able to, get some plugs, get some Junior, get some Jason. And I don't know if that's Jason, some Daniel, blah, we don't know, okay? So, all of a sudden, Junior already talking stuff. He already trying to love up, and he got, Lily taking some drink. He's like, I bet you something about, I wish he was like me or something like that. I bet he can't do it because he already like this puny little ninja. Okay. He meets with him, I guess, in his, tattoo room, whatever, to basically talk to him. And even though Plug was like already kind of irritated, let me talk to you for a minute. I already know there was something up anyway. So he already goes in there kind of irritated. I'm thinking like, why did he go with him if he didn't feel completely comfortable? Because there was really nothing that had to be said to him. But let's go. Okay. So Junior ends up saying basically like that lady, that girl that you with, she basically played both of us. He like, you ain't got nothing to tell me, man. Blah 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 blah, whatever. So like I said, either he don't care or because he got, he plug in, like I said, to several girls' outlets, coochies basically, that he probably does not care. Okay, so that could have been that. But Drew was like, what? He was like, whatever, you want to do something? So, whatever. It started like, whatever you want to do something. And he was like, okay, it was whatever. Here go, blood. Like, oh, it was whatever, blah, blah, blah. So you hear commotion. And it's so many security. I think Junior was able to get him, but it was so many security guards, you couldn't really see anything. So they pulled apart. It was one security guard was able to just swing, Plug all in their hand, hand. At least with Junior, I think they at least had two security guards ready to, like, basically, had to get him. But they was, like, one in his hand to hold, like, pick him up and shit, and just swing him around, hold him back. Because I did hear that Plug was saying, like, you got your cheap shot in him, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, the commotion, Danielle, the professional's like, what the hell is going on? And, this happens every time we deal with some damn non-Mac shit. Okay? This always happens and stuff like, y'all... That's not surprising. Like I said, it was already going to be something, the fact that since Junior still has these feelings, he's continuing to mess with. And Lily acting like, I don't even know where this came from, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, Junior could have avoided it. But at the same time, you brought him there, like, Junior already know. We could look at, like I said, we could look at that angle, this angle, like from Junior's perspective. Like, you at least could have told me that you would bring this ninja or anybody at all. And whatever, and stuff like that. But like I said, Junior could have just let that stuff go on and just go ahead, even if it was just to be irritated like Dan's probably, how she is. So even though, you have these people who be in situationships, it's a lot of times, I see a lot, not all, but a lot of times see in real life, and even on these situations, most of us see, uh, and they be still jealous if they see one of their people that is a part of a situationship, whatever, be mad if they mess with somebody else, even if they doing the same shit or doing the worse than the person that they. When they say you were talking to somebody else, what? Do we have time, bitch? I'm just saying, shit. But I'm just saying. So anyway, so you get, they pull him out there, him and his boy, they go to the parking lot, right? And you see Van is up there, and Van, is outside, I guess the window or whatever, patio part, whatever, window part, whatever, outside So what the plug's friend decides to say something to him. And at first I thought maybe Van was worried because sometimes it don't take much for Van, and he's a firecracker's damn self and got issues, okay? So he was like, hold on, he was telling like, hold on, man. He was like telling one of the people's like, he just sat there and called me out my name. So let me go outside real quick. So Lily's like, if she already seen that Jesus is like, Lord, forgive me, Lord. Jesus Christ. He seen the plug was so intoxicated because Lily's out there just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh my gosh, can't believe this happened. So she, like, even the Jesus, like the guy, obviously, he's too drunk, maybe too drunk. I don't know if he got no L's. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he didn't drive. He's in the back. I don't know, it was a Corvette, Charger, whatever. But, Mustang, whatever. But he is in the back. And Lily's like, you too sober to drive. I mean, you're not sober to drive. Surprisingly, she actually was sober enough to drive, whatever. And she's like, let me just drive y'all home. And I thought about it is, come to think about it, maybe she's gonna get a lift or something like that. Because if she driving them home to wherever the hell they at, unless she gonna leave with him. But that we don't know if that happens still or not. Because here's what happened. Now Van comes outside and he actually, Lily's in the driver's seat of Plug's car, shit. And he's up there like, what's going on? What, what's going on? Lily's just like, oh, it happened. And the guy, again, so obviously Van was not over-exaggerating, says you ninjas are, whether he said ninjas or ER, he's saying, and Van is right there. So, like, what the fuck? Like, again, and there go Lily trying to stop. So he's like, you get the fuck out of the car. You can call me shit, calling my damn name, because that's what he said was like this jackass was calling him out his name and shit, calling him the N-word, So, I mean, the plug's boy, okay? So they about to get into it. I'm thinking this, and then they cut commercial break. And when they come out, because you see, they even showed the previews that like all these guys would come in there, but they edited like somebody was gonna get jumped, or whatever, or the process of possibly getting jumped. That didn't happen, y'all. All of a sudden, Van will stop from getting the guy, whatever. And Junior, I think, because this is where you see the security people trying to stop, because Junior was able to come out of nowhere. I don't know if he got Jesus again or got the other dude, whatever. I mean, got his friend on who was talking shit, like I said, as well, but didn't do, what I'm saying? Talking major shit, especially if you, throwing out some racist ass terms and shit, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, here go Junior. Then also the security guard, you got one holding me here, up here, and here. And he just like, woo! I get privileged service, woo! Just like I said, two security guards. Like I said, one carrying my legs, one carrying him, up here and stuff. And he's just going, and going, and that's kind of how it ends. So Junior was attempting again to come out there because, like I said, even when the juice out there, he still was knocking stuff, whatever, out until damn near when he walked to his car as much as he could. And that's pretty much how it ended. So the cat's night again. Here comes some old bullshit. Somebody always getting some fight. But like I said, follow some anywhere because, like I said, Ryan and Rachel were trying to fight producers last episode. Anyway, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Hugs and loves. Y'all have a pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I'll see y'all next one.